Welcome to another episode of Risk. This is another 4-player fixed card game which is being played with public randoms. Settings, alliances on, balance blitz dice rolls in 60 seconds per turn. And by observing the troops distribution over the board I noticed that it would be the easiest for me to go for Africa. It was pretty much the only continent I could go for, as I saw that the pink player will most likely go for South America, the black player for Australia, and then the blue player for Europe. Though I could have still tried going for Europe by myself and to possibly force the blue player to move out to Africa. But I will say it's just the best to go with the flow, to go for whichever continent which is the easiest one to go and for which nobody would be contesting it with you. So I just put my troops in Africa and hopefully neither blue nor any other player is going to cause any problems for me. When I hosted this game I set no minimum rank for it, meaning that my opponents could be ranked anywhere from novice to grandmaster, but judging by their stats I think they should be high ranked. By taking a quick look to their win-loss ratios and total games played, I would guess that the pink player is an intermediate, the black player is an expert, and the blue player is a master, but what their actual ranks are, we are going to see at the end of the video. Since I predict that the pink player is the least experienced one, I think I should try to avoid annoying him the most, as he is the most likely to throw the game, so I think it would be good to make an alliance with him, especially when he is my neighboring player. And if you're wondering how many games on average my opponents each win, let me tell you. By doing the math afterwards the game, I found out that the pink player wins every 4th or 5th game he plays, the black player wins every 3rd game he plays, and the blue player wins every 3rd game he plays also. In overall the black player has a slightly better rate than blue, but the blue player has quite more games played than black. So anyways, with the pink and blue players capturing their continents I decided to send the alliance requests to them. They are my neighboring players, so I think it's important to have alliances with them just to make sure that they wouldn't invade me, and I think especially it was important to send an alliance request to the pink player with him leaving a lot of troops on my border. So thank God he accepted it. Then the blue player didn't respond to my alliance request yet, but if he doesn't invade me then it will be fine also, as the only reason I sent the alliance requests to both of my opponents is that they just simply wouldn't consider invading me. Being in Africa and as strong as others, it could be relatively hard to team up with someone without getting retaliated, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But what I see is that the pink player wants to go for North America, and I assume after him capturing it, a conflict would start between him and the blue player, so I assume it might be the best to go after black if his troops get wiped out from North America, but also only if it's assured that the blue player couldn't dominate the game, cause he would probably be the strongest player and the pink player wouldn't necessarily be able to hold North America. Well, what I want to say that it might be the best to go after black only if the pink and blue players would be able to take care of each other, balancing each other out. Well, at least this is what I was thinking before the black player sending me the alliance request and the pink player invading blue into Europe. Now I think it would be the best to try getting rid of the blue player, especially when the black player wants to attack pink, and when the pink player has a lot of trust in me by not guarding South America at all. So with me taking care of blue, I think the pink and black players would take care of each other over destroying themselves and giving away me the game. But in any case the pink player seems to take my alliance very seriously, so I'm not attacking him unless it's really needed for the balance of the game. And alright, the blue player invaded pink into unguarded South American border by going to my poorly guarded Africa. I assumed it more likely be a conflict between pink and black players, but it seems the biggest conflict will be between pink and blue, which is very good also because it should make one of them to get eliminated soon, but it's possible that both of them could end up being worth to be taken out for the cards. So I'm just not sure who will be the most favored by pinks and blues conflict, if it's me or black. The black player is still holding Australia, but I'm about to trade in 2 sets, so I think I'm currently in a better position than black, but it could change soon. Also, as you saw, I had a 10 troop set at 3 cards, but by not wanting to appear too strong so it would be more likely for my opponents to not hesitate crushing each other, I decided to hoard the cards till 5. And oh wow, it seems the blue and pink players are not satisfied with each other at all. And while for the pink player to attack the blue player last turn was still reasonable, for the blue player to attack the pink player right now was a very bad idea. Well, at least it would have been for sure if the blue player hadn't gotten a very decent blitz roll, as now he might survive instead of both of them getting eliminated from the game. In any case, I think I should take the pink player out for sure, but still thinking about the blue player, one thing, it's hard to immediately predict whether I or the black player would be favored by that, and another thing is I'm not sure if I wouldn't run out of troops, and then the timer was running out also. So at the end I decided not to take these 3 blues European troops down, just ending up going for pink. And with just a few seconds being left on the timer, I had to decide where to fortify my troops fast, and I ended up fortifying to kinda isolated place, which I'm not too happy about. But I think I should be still able to take the blue player out if I see it's worth it, so I just won't be able to immediately attack the black player with my biggest army. And with the blue player attacking the territories of mine, I think I should definitely take him out if I predict it's worth it. And I'm not completely sure, but I think it is. The most of his territories are being made of 1s, so I should lose no troops capturing them, and then getting 3 cards from him I will trade in a set with which I will be able to attack the black player a bit. I see that even 15 troops army of him is blocked in Australia, so he shouldn't be able to do that much of a damage in case he hadn't it actually blocked. So I think I should be able to end up being in an advantage, so just hopefully he doesn't have a set at 3 cards. So yeah, let's just weaken the black player as much as possible, at the very least it should increase my territory troop bonus. Let's crush the 8 troops army. And with still having some troops left, I decided to manual roll another black's army, so he would be able to capture fewer territories, or even fail to reach certain continents. And obviously I left black's 15 troops army in Australia blocked. There was no reason for me to attack the territory of Siam at all, so I didn't. And alright, that's awesome, the black player has failed to invade me into North America, so now the game is mine for sure. Having 10 troops said I might finish him off in a single turn, but I don't know. Well, I think I will just wait for one more turn. I think in this case the game will end faster because the black player won't be able to recapture a lot of territories. Anyways, I'm really wondering what rank my opponents were. We are about to see them. I'm wondering whether they were in a range of intermediate to master, or actually someone was a grandmaster, beginner, or even novice. And alright, I see what actually all of them were experts.